case of interwebkaiju here. These are some Godzilla magnets. Let's see, where is he? Never been big on the 2014 products because it's really not one of my favorite movies, but I realized I might never get another chance to buy another Godzilla magnet, so I figured I'd get it. Oh, and here's a Godzilla like cat head. Rather weird. And this is Ultraman the Next, requested by YouTube user Amanda1771. A jet pilot crashes into a UFO and is transformed into another iteration of Ultraman. There's actually a lot going on in the movie, a lot more than I'm going to elaborate on for time's sake. There's the superhero origin story, a parent and his sick child story, a man in his dreams, a girl having to turn away her feelings for her former lover for the good of mankind. Everything meshes together though and flows pretty well. There's cool sets. I'm not sure if it's due to the writing or the acting, but all the characters are good, realistic, they're different from one another in personality and mannerisms. In fact, the human part of this film is really good. There's background music in almost every scene of the movie. Nothing too memorable, but it's pretty cool how the film is constantly scored. The sounds when the monster eats people are pretty creepy. There's a lot of CG used, thankfully not an Ultraman himself, and it looks alright. The CG is far from great, but also not terrible. What I'm trying to say is it's kind of bad, but still passable. The CG explosion is pretty lame though, especially next to the practical one that happens right afterwards. There's a whole segment of the final fight that's in the air and done completely in CG. It looks pretty odd, but it's still probably my favorite kaiju battle where both fighters are airborne. While the aerial segment is great, the whole thing isn't. The rest of the fighting seems pretty uninspired and not very exciting. This scene is a terrible mix of shaky cam and seizure-inducing lights. Shaky cam isn't just limited to possible monster POV shots though. Why is this lady taking black and white photos? Like I mentioned earlier, there's a lot going on in terms of plot points, but there's still a lot that seems to be unanswered. A lot of the powers and origins are still pretty muddled. The One, which is the name given to the antagonist, is alright. When he's like a deformed human, he looks pretty cool, but from there up until his giant kaiju state, he looks pretty bad. Not bad in terms of the suit or anything, just bad in terms of the character design. When he's in his final kaiju form, he looks pretty cool. A bit skeleton looking, so it's a bit of a Grim Reaper look going on. Ultraman's design's altered. I'm impartial to it. I don't like it. I don't hate it. So that was Ultraman the Next. I'd recommend it for at least one viewing. Like, the kaiju scenes aren't that great, but I really do like the human scenes. I'm not a huge Ultraman fan. I don't dislike him, I just haven't watched that much. The majority of the Ultra series that I've seen is Ultra Q, and that's void of any Ultraman. And I've seen like half of the original season and part of the Galaxy something fight. I don't know, I was really lost in that. But this one is just the one Ultraman, so it's pretty accessible to newcomers to the series like myself. So again, I recommend it for at least one viewing. If you have any movies or shows you would like me to review, leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.